Yeah. Yeah. I'll keep that in the recording. That is pretty cool. I'm happy to be here. I'm recording this special. I was like really excited about it until last week. Yeah, I got extorted last week. Anybody been extorted before? Yeah. I was flirting with the wrong person online. Gave my real phone number. Before I knew it, I was getting texts and calls from just a bunch of texts with my family's information, addresses. They're like, we know you very well, Greg Beachler. If you don't give me $7,000, I'm going to release these nudes to everyone you know and love. And I was like, first off, bro, how well can you possibly know me if you're asking for $7,000? What are we talking about, man? And then I looked at the nudes that I was being threatened with, and I was like, yo, these are some pretty good nudes, actually, dog. Like, I don't know what this dude is, but he works out. He's got good shoulders, abs, thick thighs, beautiful penis, I'm not gonna lie. Hung halfway down his thigh. It was thick, girthy, nice big vein, huge prominent mushroom head. I was like, you know what, bro? I will give you $50. You just give this to everyone I know and love. I got a couple crushes. Can you add some names to this list? I want to break some ice. My first stepdad died a few months ago. That's 2 out of 3 down. Yeah. The second one went to prison. I don't know where he's at. He might be dead too, but I don't want to speak on him, you know? Hey, my first stepdad died, and I think he loved me because, he called me, let me know he had cancer, and he's like, hey, I'm probably going to pass away. I know you live in Seattle. I know it's a terrible war zone. Yeah, he lived in Florida. He watches a lot of Fox News. He thought I was in danger just all the time. He's like, I know you're in danger, so I'm going to leave you all the guns. So then he died, and I had to, go to Florida to get these guns, right? And I flew there. And when I got there, I realized, I don't really know shit about gun laws, really. How am I supposed to get these back? So I went to a gun store in Florida, figured it'd be a good place to start. I was like, hey, man, my first stepdad died. It's tragic. Yeah, he died, but he left me some guns, right? I just want to know, how do I get these registered in my name and get them back to where I live? And then this guy said the most Florida shit I heard while I was down there. He goes, this is Florida. We don't register guns here. You must be from a real liberal-ass state, huh? Well, tell you what, you call whatever state you're from and ask them their laws. We're not going to be able to help you here. I was like, Jesus Christ, all right. So I called a gun store in Kent. Because I figured, that's like a gun place, right? Kent. City enough, gun shit. Yeah. Got a lady on the phone. I was like, hey, I got these guns. I got to get them back to Washington. What can I do? She's like, well, you could do an FFL. We could do a background check. It'll take about 10 days. You got to pay $200. But, how you getting over here? It's like, I'm flying. She goes, oh, good news. There's no law that says you have to register your guns in Washington in your name. You used to be able to buy them out of a trunk of a car, back in the good old days. I was like, fuck, dude. So yeah, all you need is a hard shell gun case and you could go right to the airport, right? I was like, oh, no way. So I bought a gun case, got some locks, got there early to the airport because, I had guns and shit. I was nervous, right? Not supposed to just walk through an airport full of guns, so yeah, I get in, nervous as shit, and I see a guy just kind of look at me from across the room. He goes, right over here, guy. Fucking bends down. I unlock my case. He checks it, puts a little note in there, locks it, escorts me to a different security spot where I got through right away because I was the only dude with guns and shit. It was just the only guy. They scanned my case, they patted me down, and I was in my terminal 45 minutes faster than the clear dudes. Yeah. And then when I landed, I didn't have to go to the carousel at all. I just went to a counter with my ID. They gave me my bags and my guns. Said, have a nice day. I was like, oh shit, dude. I'm carrying a 45 with me everywhere I go now, bro. Found out how to beat the system, dude. Yeah. It's weird, that my dad did die. It was interesting. I'm a father now, so that, brought up a lot of shit. My kids are 16 and 18. So, they're fun to hang out with now. Yeah, we can do shit. We can play video games, basketball. We can watch movies with titties in them and stuff. They don't snitch on me to their mom anymore. Fucking... Yeah, they're awesome. They do their own thing most of the time. I got a lot of free time now. It sucks when they're little, bro, You can't watch shit cool, that's for sure. You gotta watch Sprout all the time. You guys remember Sprouts? And Barney, that kid Caillou. I fucking hate that kid, dude. I'm just a kid who's 4. Each day I grow some more. It's like, first off, no you don't, dude. When are you gonna die of this cancer you have? How many seasons can you survive this, dude? Just fucking die. So I can watch Dragon Ball Z already. This is fucking... All right, man. The kids are hella dumb. Yeah, they believe in shit, They still got beliefs. They believe in everything, dumb stuff. Like when my youngest son lost his first tooth, he was so excited. He'd been to an apple and he goes, "Oh my God, Dad, look, it finally came out. Yeah, I'm gonna go put this under my pillow right now and go to sleep." He did. He went to bed. It was 5 o'clock. He didn't have to go to sleep yet. He was just that stoked, The next day he woke up, surprise, he didn't get shit, right? He just came out with his tooth all sad, like, yo, Dad, I put my tooth under the pillow, but it's still here. What happened? And I was like, hey, bro, I knew this day was gonna come, so I'm gonna tell you the truth, okay? What do you think it is that the Tooth Fairy and Santa Claus have in common? I was like, that's right, bro. They both only have your mom's address. Yeah, man. That's how the divorce shook out, man. I'm sorry, dog. Why do you think you don't get presents here? Stop crying. Yeah. He was sad. He was crying. But I felt bad, right? So I was like, come on, dog. Stop crying, dude. Do you even know who the Tooth Fairy is? Oh, you don't? All right, I'll show you. So I took him in the living room, and I popped in this movie called The Grudge. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if you've ever seen it. It's like a scary ghost, like this Japanese lady that murders you in your sleep. So I'm watching this. My 5-year-old like, yo, bro, that's her, man. Yeah, dude. If you're awake when she shows up, she kidnaps you. You gotta meow at people like that cat kid. Is that what you're trying to do, bro? I don't think so. I'm just looking out for you, man. And some people aren't laughing because that is technically child abuse, but it definitely worked. I didn't hear shit after that. You know what I mean? He was losing teeth. I could see it, and he smiled at me. There were more gaps. He's talking crazy, but I think he was just having panic attacks in the yard, like, oh, fuck. You're right, Dad. Death is not worth $1. I'm gonna get a new hustle. Yeah, it sucked. They both went through puberty during the pandemic, so that sucked. I was just stuck in the house with these two dudes, these two new dudes that just walked around the house smelling like musty vinegar chips because they don't know how to wash right, and they got attitude all of a sudden, like attitude problems, but I couldn't take them serious because their voice was changing. Just not intimidating. It's like, hey man, turn off that Xbox and clean up that room. And I hear back, hey Dad, didn't we tell you we can't pause Fortnite? It's like, really? Squeaks? Okay, and I'll just go unplug that shit. Do some push-ups, pussy. You can't beat me up yet. Yeah, no masturbation etiquette is ridiculous. Just learning that shit. Every time I'd leave to go somewhere in the morning, I'd find tissues all over the place. Yeah, it was disgusting, dude. I had to call one out when I found one by the toaster and shit. I was like, guys, what is going on with all these tissues, dude? I need some answers, man. Give my oldest son credit. You know, he stood up like a man, but he gave me the dumbest excuse I ever heard in my life. He's like, I'm sorry, Dad. I'm sorry. Those are mine. I just been having allergies. Real bad lately. It's like, okay, Squeaks. I don't think so, man. Must be the weird kind of allergies that only come out at night while everyone's asleep, huh? Because I haven't heard shit. That is crazy. But I'll tell you what, man. You're my son. I love you. We'll get it checked out. But for now, man, just for now, whenever you feel like you gotta sneeze, just use a sock, okay? It's cheaper. It's better for the environment, dude. Like, I don't have all this Kleenex money. With lotion, dog? Come on, man. Yeah, it's weird, man. They were like getting into porn like around that, so that was like had to like intervene. Like, come on, man. Stick to boobs and butts for right now, okay? You're like 12. Stick to boobs and butts. You can't be watching like octopus porn now. You're gonna be a fucking serial killer at 45, dude. You know? Yeah. They like argue all the time. The other day they came at me out of nowhere like, hey, Dad, you want to know right now, who's your favorite kid? Is it me, Malachi, your oldest son, the one who looks just like you but still has all his hair? Or is it Romeo, your younger son, who looks like Mom and is still afraid of the tooth fairy? Who is it? Yeah, so I was like, all right, man. Like, I just got done smoking a bowl, so I wasn't ready for that quite yet. But I was like, all right, bro, you know I like to tell you guys the truth, so I want you to know I love you both the same, right? You both came from my balls. I got the DNA test score to prove it. You got that going for you, all right? But I do have a favorite kid, and this is going to hurt your feelings, all right? My favorite kid, hands down, has to be my ex-stepson, Michael, actually. Yeah. Sorry. He's way cooler than both of you guys, you know what I mean? He's like 25, he's like a special forces dude, like we can go drink at a bar, he's got my back in a fight. You guys are liabilities, dog. You can't take a punch, dude. Man, he moved in with me at 13 because he hates his mom too. We got so much in common, dude. You guys still love your mom. Gross. Yeah. Yeah. I'm happy I'm there for my kids, though. It's important to me because I didn't know my dad growing up. Didn't know anything about him until like 3 years ago. My mom came home for Christmas and was like, Greg, I think you're old enough now to hear about your father. I'm like, bitch, I'm 43, divorced with 2 kids. What are you talking about? Of course I am. Let's hear the story, right? She's like, all right, God, you don't have to be so aggressive. Jeez, I'm sorry. It's embarrassing, all right? First off, to be honest, I didn't know who your dad was until you were like 2 years old, because that's when your afro grew in. Then I knew you were black. Yeah, you were just vaguely brown for a while. You could have been Mexican or a Thai guy. Yeah. Yeah. That's why I named you Greg, just to be neutral. It's like, fucking what? She's like, all right, it was New Year's Eve, it was 1981. There was a new party drug called cocaine. I tried it. I was drinking, I was doing drugs, and I ended up hooking up with this stripper that I met at Red Lobster. That was the whole story, guys. That was it. I just found out, my origin story. If it wasn't for cocaine and cheddar biscuits, I wouldn't be here right now. You know, man, it hurts my soul that Red Lobster's going out of business, man. That's fucked up. But I'm there for my sons, Get to give them advice, which is nice, especially since they're like 16 and 18 now. They're dating girls. They're in age getting like real trouble and shit, so I got to be there for them, man. Make sure they're solid foundation. First off, women, I'm like, hey, man, just know that 90% of the women that you like are not going to like you back, man. You got to be okay with that because you guys suck. You don't have any jobs. You don't work out. You have no personalities yet, man, so you just gotta date who likes you, okay? And if you don't like who likes you, become a better man and you'll get better people, right? It's facts, you know? You know? Tell that to treat women, you know, always be, you know, asking about them, you know, what they like, their likes, dislikes, why they like and dislike certain things. Always make sure everything's consensual. Be kind. Be honest all the time, even if you break their hearts. Trust me, man, even if you cheat, they'll come back. I've done it hundreds of times. They respect the honesty overall, you know? Also, man, you guys are pretty young, so right now it's very important that you always keep your nails neat and clean, dog. You never know when things are gonna go well, bro. All right? And if they do, you don't want to be known as a UTI guy, all right? You can't be her first memory of cranberry juice, homie. It's not going away. I'm looking out for your daughters, ladies. I apologize. Okay? Exactly. I'm doing good shit here. Thanks, dude. Yeah. They got Instagram and all this other temptation I never had, like just real life people you can just reach out to right there on your phone. Always shaking asses and stuff, and I know that's rough, man. So I tell them, like, hey, man, I know you got all this, you know, these apps, and you're seeing all these women, bro. And sometimes you'll feel those sniffles coming on. And you're going to think, you know, maybe, just maybe, this lovely young lady would like to see a picture of my penis. She doesn't want to see that shit, bro. All right? Trust me, she gets too many a day. Probably like 10, 12. It's always the same shitty angle, right? Right down the pike. Terrible lighting, guts, not shaved pubes, shadows. Yeah. It's disgusting, dude. It's tacky. It's hacky. Do not send a dick pic, bro. That's right. You gotta send full body nudes, homie, head to toe. Yeah. Yeah. Make sure you're fluffed, not fully erect, you know? Be a gentleman, but let her know what she's working with. All right? And if you guys need some pictures, I got some saved in a special folder for you. Don't worry about it, right? Yeah. Like dating right now, you know, they go on dates sometimes. I got to teach them, like, text etiquette. You know, not a lot of guys don't know that. I'm like, hey, man, I know you just had a good date with this girl. You want to text her, let her know you had a good time, that you want to do it again. But you got to remember that texting is a back and forth, okay? It's kind of like a game of tennis. It should look something like this. Hey, had a really good time tonight. You know, you really picked out a good spot. You got good taste. I think our conversation flowed really well. I think I had a really good time. I think you did too. You know, let me know if you feel the same way. Can't wait to hear from you. If that ball doesn't come back, you put the racket down, you walk away, son. You don't want to be the guy that keeps serving balls, right? Ladies, what does that shit start to look like? Hey, it's me again, that's right. Must live pretty far, huh? I get it, you know? Probably got a lot of friends you got to respond to. I know you're so dope. Just want to let you know, your hair was like the ocean, your eyes were like the sky. I was lost in them, so hit me back, please. Guess who? It's me, that's right. Yeah, starting to get a little worried. It's been a while. And, I was afraid to say this at the restaurant. I was a little embarrassed, but I wasn't sure what market price meant until the bill came. So now I just really want to make sure that you and that lobster got home safe, so... Can't wait to hear from you, please. Yeah, me again. Look, I am getting worried, but not about your safety, but more about my money and time, you see. I've been on YouTube a lot lately, watching this guy, Andrew Tate. He told me I can't be a top G if I let people catfish me on Tinder, argue me about feminism and other social justice issues, talk about your Rachel Ray pots. I don't give a shit about that. But I think I'm a good guy and like I deserve a call back. Please. Hey, I'm sorry, that was actually aggressive. I apologize. Sorry, I'm just going through a lot right now. My dad died, I didn't get to talk about it at dinner because you were talking about those pots, but that's not important, all right? I gotta have a hard conversation with my roommate about rent this month. And, you know, honestly, I thought I met my soulmate tonight. I had such a good conversation with you. But I can understand, I came off a little aggressive, and if that ruined your night or turned you off of me, I apologize. And you have a nice life, Jasmine. You know what? Fuck you. On second thought, I hope you died. That better be the only reason I'm not getting a text back. You and your stupid ass Rachel Ray pots, I don't give a shit. Your cats suck. You don't have enough cat boxes for the number of cats you have. Your house probably stinks. I hope your family is dead in a ditch somewhere. Fuck you, lose my number. So I promise after that, you will get a text back, sir. It's going to be a quick... Hey, just got back. My phone was in my purse. I like to drive safe. Also, it's been 11 minutes. What the fuck is your problem? Dude, you're like, oh, Jesus. Yeah. Now you're escalating text guy for the rest of your life. You know, you're a creep, dude. And once you're on a woman's creep list, bro, you're on that shit for life. All right? Trust me. Let me tell you about Sarah Demboski, 4th grade. First crush, man. I love this girl. You know, I used to stalk her around the playground. If she was on the swings, I'd be sliding down the slide, cheering her on. You really pumped those legs, Sarah. Trying to read the same type of book she was reading at the library so I could talk to her about the Babysitter Club. I don't give a fuck about that, but I thought it was an in, you know? If I ever saw her go to the bathroom, I would just go sit outside the bathroom and just tie my shoe over and over again. To keep a lookout for psychos, you know? But then one day she just came at me out of nowhere. She's like, Greg, you have to stop following me around. You have to stop calling my house and hanging up. I know it's you. Please leave me alone. You're ruining my whole life. And I was like, I felt bad. I was like, that's fair, Sarah. But you know what? Fuck you. Never see your cat Gatsby again. How you like that shit, Sarah? I know where you feed him. Yeah, she didn't like that. Neither did the police. Long story short, she still won't take my Facebook friend request, dog. It's like, come on, bitch. It's been 28 years. Let it go, Sarah. How you been? Oh, fuck. Now, dating is rough, though. Like we got the old people fucking back here on Tinder. That's... I like that, that gives me hope in the future, though. Like, I could lose my girlfriend at 60, but still get some cheeks later off the internet. It's not gonna be hard. Thank you, sir. You're an inspiration. Dating is rough, though, man. I've never been on any online... Oh, okay, I take it back. I've been on one online date. It was on Plenty of Fish. Yeah. No, you remember this, right? Yeah. So I met this girl. I took her to Subway because it was $5 footlongs at the time. Asked her what she liked to do. She goes, oh, actually, you know, I do like to argue with people about feminism and other social justice issues. And how about you, asshole? Is that your type of woman? And I got offended. First, I was like, first off, I'm the only male, like, related to me in, like, 2 generations, right? Most of my family is women. You know, they got me through life. They taught me what it was to be a good person, how to love. I have nothing but respect for women, all right? So you can cook as good as any one of them, we'll be just fine. Yeah. She did not like that at all, just so you know. So I kind of flipped out. She goes, what? How about I cook you dinner when you build me a house? Yeah, and that's when I got pissed. I was like, what the does that sound like equal work to you? In any kind of way? What are you talking about? You gotta, like, make some spaghetti? It's an hour, dude. I gotta buy permits, dig holes, pour basements, floors, walls, electricity, roofs. I gotta build a kitchen for you to make the shit in. Are you serious? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. And fuck you, I don't need you. I can make fajitas. I'm good. Yeah, so you can tell how that date probably ended up. That's right. We had hate sex in the parking lot, and she paid me back for the Subway, dude. Went way better than expected. Actually dated her for 2 years. Yeah. She sucked, though. She was a terrible girlfriend. I didn't like her. Yeah, she's like a pillhead. She was, like, always doing shady shit. She had a dumb name. It's a bad name, right? Like, I don't know about you guys, but, like, I love somebody. We're making love. I might yell your name in the heat of passion, right? I'm a passionate dude. But her name was Wilma Ruth. You know how crazy it is? Oh, yeah, give it to me, Wilma Ruth. Yeah, why don't you tell me about the Depression or some shit? Or you get your homegirl, Miss Ernestine. I'll get my homeboy, Humphrey. We could do a 2-man. Anyway, nah. Yeah, we broke up. Ironically, this is how we broke up. One day she was, like, eating a Subway sandwich, and I tickled her foot while she was on the couch, and she started choking on the sandwich, and I had to give her the Heimlich, okay? I don't know if you guys know about the Heimlich. It's kind of a violent procedure. Like, you could actually crack some ribs and sternum. So I did that. It took, like, 4 minutes to get it out, but she survived. But she thought I was, like, an abusive dude, and then she let me go. I know. Actually, I'm just fucking around. She did die. I didn't know the Heimlich. Easiest breakup of my life, man. It was awesome. It's fucking terrible. Yeah. I do have a girlfriend now, though. Met her in Spokane, so she's white, obviously. That's all I got out there, bro. Like, trust me, I like dark-skinned black women, man. That's, like, my favorite thing, dude. Like, the hair, the earrings, the fucking attitude. But they don't like me, like, at all, you know? Trying to hang out. Hey, what's up, girl? You trying to do something? It's like, oh, get out of here, you old beige bastard. Gross. Drake sent y'all back 30 years. Get the fuck out of my face. So I got a white girlfriend, man. Spokane. And I was the first black dude she ever dated. What seems to be a thing with me. Whenever I date a white girl, I'm always the first black guy. I think it's like on one hand, when you look at me, like squint your eyes a little bit. I kind of look like Suge Knight wanted a mini-me, right? Like, a little bit, a little small. I got some tattoos, scars, mysterious. Maybe I've been to jail, maybe not. But then on the other hand, like, once you get to know me, you find out I like Hamilton way too much, like the musical. I've seen it twice live. I'm down to go swimming whenever. Yeah. I've been sunburned twice. Like, I'm the perfect starter kid black guy. You want to dip your toe in. See what it's like. I got a white mom. You can come to the cookout. No pressure. But whenever I date a white girl that's never been with a black guy, they always ask us one question. Doesn't matter when. This one happened after our second date. She goes, a couple glasses of wine. She's like, Greg, I'll be honest with you. I told my mom I was coming on this date, and she had a question, and I wasn't sure. So we texted my sister. She didn't know. So then we FaceTimed her Aunt Pam because she's been to Jamaica. But I guess it was just a business trip. She didn't really see anything. So we were all just curious. You know, is it true what they say about black guys? Do you all have big penises? So now I gotta be the one to break her heart and shit? To be like, first off, no, that's actually a vicious stereotype. It hurts a lot of people's feelings, okay? Not all black guys have big dicks. Yeah. It's actually just me and a couple other guys, so... Calm down, enjoy this date at Applebee's. It's 2 for $22 right now. You're excited about the wrong thing, dude. I do come fast. But, yeah, we moved in together. But before we moved in, you know, I had to answer that question that all guys kind of know before we take it to a legal level. It's like, hey, babe, before I sign this lease and we are stuck together for 12 months, you know, I just got a question. About how many dudes do you think you've had sex with? And that was a terrible question, yo, because she told me, man. She goes, well, I went to Eastern. I partied a lot. And I'm ashamed to say that I have been with 4 guys. Couldn't believe it, yo. I was disgusted. I was like, 4 guys? Are you serious? Bitch, I've been with more dudes than that. You just step up your freak game. I will not live with the prude, dude. Like, I do like living with her, though. It's nice, you know. Now that we're splitting bills, I can afford to eat, like, real groceries again, which is sick. Not shopping for all my food at the dollar store anymore. I'm eating real cheese again. You ever try to buy cheese at a dollar store? Yeah, they don't sell cheese there. They sell shredded cheese-flavored topping. And let me tell you something, it's not the same. First off, it doesn't melt. It doesn't matter what you do to it. Put it in the Ninja, man, I broiled that shit, boiled it. Put it in the microwave, started sparking after 5 seconds. I was like, dude, what is this, dude? Asbestos? But now I'm eating real cheddar again, no cancer aftertaste. It's great. Plus, she's probably like the best girlfriend I've ever had, if I'm being honest, you know? We got like a good 50-50 relationship. Like if she cooks, I'll clean. She pays for one date, I'll pay for the next one. Give each other gifts, we communicate pretty well. It's nice. I actually told her I loved her for like the first time, like 2 months ago. Yeah, thanks for not sharing about that. No, it's fine. It's fine. No, it's fine. We've been together 10 years. She deserved it, all right? And this is how I knew I loved her, though. Like, one night, we heard a noise downstairs. It was like 2:30 in the morning. There was a big crash. We both get up like, oh, my God, what the fuck was that? And before I could do anything, she started going downstairs with the baseball bat, right? I know, right? I was like, yo, what a soldier. So brave, yo. So courageous. Man, I just hope there's no one down there, though, because they're going to beat your ass. You're not strong. She walked down with the bat, like, holding it halfway up, you know, like no leverage in the swing. She's just going to get it taken from her. Now they got a hostage and a weapon. It's like, babe, the guns are up here. I just got the guns. It's fine, though. It's just her cat. It worked out. Yeah, she's great. Yeah. Unlike, you know, my kid's mom. You know, I'm divorced them. And don't worry, I'm not one of those comics that, like, talk shit about my ex-wife, about how much of a bitch she is, or about how much I hate her. I don't do that. That's hacky, man. Too many comics do that. I hate my wife shit. I just don't think we went together, you know? We're like a weird food combination. Imagine you're watching Chopped, okay? And you get to the dessert round 3, and they go, okay, chefs, you've battled it out this whole game. Those appetizers were inspired. These entrees, some of the best we've had all season. They should be in a restaurant tonight. So for these reasons, we're going to give you a special dessert challenge. You only get 2 main ingredients. You have to make it work with this plain-ass vanilla ice cream. And octopus, go. Yeah, 20 minutes, you get to use the microwave. Good luck. You'll be like, what the fuck? This is never going to work, man. Bad combination, right? Now, if I'm being honest, I feel like I was the ice cream in this situation. Okay, pretty versatile, pretty cool. Most people like me. I might upset your stomach, but I'm great in the summertime. And she is like an octopus, you know. She's like this horrible tentacle creature. She's almost as smart as a person. It's scary if she has a knife for some reason. You're like, what the fuck? How'd you get 8 knives? Some of you are laughing. That's okay. I'm joking. Because I do hate that bitch. She ruined my entire life. Seriously, I want her to die every day, but if she does, I'll have my kids 100%. It's like, nah, forget all that. Man. Turned 43 recently. Thanks. Like a couple months ago. I like being in my 40s. It's nice, man. It's like, got old benefits, but you're not really old yet, right? Like, I can go to sleep whenever I want, which is sick. It could be 7:30, right? I'm like, oof. As soon as Jeopardy wraps up, I'm about to go to bed, baby. I got a long day tomorrow. I got bills to pay. Like, my car insurance rates are fantastic. They've never been better. Like, I can afford car insurance now, bro. Like, if we get in an accident after the show, I'm just going to pull over, give you my information. I'm not going to, like, sucker punch you, push you down, and drive away as fast as I could like I used to, right? So, a lot of stress on my back. I love it, dude. I don't have to dress super cool anymore, which is nice. I can just, like, you know, look like I'm going to play golf or whatever anytime. It's nice, dude. Because, you know, young fashion is tough, especially black fashion. Young black fashion is hard. And it's always kind of stupid. Yeah, no shade, but, you know, I grew up in the late 90s, early 2000s. Yeah, y'all remember how black dudes dressed back then? I know a couple black people doing here. Everything was super baggy, right? Used to wear 5X tall t-shirts. They came down to my shins, right? Size 48-inch pants that I used to sag heavy. I weighed 156 pounds, man. That shit made no sense. I just walked around this giant wind hazard wherever I went. Gusty days sucked, dude. Wore full-length NBA basketball shorts underneath my shit just in case a game broke out. Not a lot of games broke out, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's hard to hoop up in untied Timberland boots, bro, first off. You're gonna break your ankles. And if I was wearing, like, basketball shoes, I'm not playing basketball in my $400 basketball shoes. You fucking serious? You know how important shoes are to black people? It causes cultural problems, right? Like, you know when you see a black guy cross the street too slow? Go fuck yourself, Tacoma. I know you do, all right? Like, it's the same thing every time. The light's about to turn green. You can see it. The crosswalk. 3, 2, 1. And then a dude will just step out with all the confidence in the world, just like... You're losing your mind. He's not even trying to be an asshole, really. He's just like, I'm sorry, bro, I'm sorry. I haven't bent my feet in 36 years, dude. I can't crease up my shit because you're late for work. Just get a new job, bro. Can't go back to the hood with fucked up toe boxes. Yeah. Yeah, I got kids, you know, they dress young too, but they dress stupid. The same way. Like, first off, they dress up, everything they wear is just way too tight. Yeah, it looks like I haven't been able to buy them new shit since like 5th grade, right? Just look like a bad dad. And they walk slow too, because they're walking like penguins, really, because like their hip flexors are too bound up, I think. So they're just always like... They get tired before they even leave the house, man. They're like, hey, Dad, can we get a ride to the mall? It's like, no, bro, you got 2 choices. You can go put on some real pants or go steal a Kia. That's it, dog. Like, I'm not taking you anywhere. Fuck. I think I do too many mushrooms, though, because a lot of times I'll just think about black fashion. I'm like, dude, this is a conspiracy, bro. Think about it. Either it's too baggy or it's too tight, right? Either way, if anything breaks out, it's way harder to get away from the police, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, they got to slow us down. You know, we're faster than them. They know it. So I'm not falling for your white tricks anymore. If you see me outside today, trust me, I'm wearing Kirkland brand sweats. I got some Pete Carroll New Balances on. And I'm just getting the fuck out of there, dude. I guess the only thing I don't like about being in my 40s now is now I have to explain to people like which type of diabetes I have. Yeah, I have type 1. You know, the real one. Yeah. No one really gives a shit when I say that. They're like, oh, you're diabetic, you can't eat cookies, asshole? Oh, sorry. It's like, no, sometimes I desperately need cookies to live. It's my life is a terrible balance. It's up and down. It's a terrible, autoimmune disease. It's rated worse than HIV, and that's when people usually get mad at me, right? They're like, really, man, worse than HIV? So you're telling me if you had a choice between type 1 diabetes and HIV, what are you picking, bro? It's like, that's an offensive question, man, because it's HIV all day. Look, don't pull back on me, Tacoma. It's not the 80s, okay? You know how they treat that shit today? It's 2 pills once a day, or 1 shot every other month. I know you've seen the commercials. And once you do that, you're undetectable, right? Once you're undetectable, they can't even find it in your blood. Can't even pass it on through sex anymore. The CDC said that. Dr. Fauci says you could bust raw nuts 2 pills a day. That's a fucking deal, bro. You know how much math I gotta do just to eat a piece of cheesecake, dog? So much math. I'm bad at math, dude. I'm always peeing all night because I wanted some mashed potatoes or just passing out, waking up with a half-eaten chocolate bar and a bag of Wendy's. My family surrounding me all the time. Like, oh shit, did I try to fist fight y'all again? I'm sorry, man. Next time I'll eat an Uncrustable before I go on that jog. It's a nightmare, bro. I'm so bad at math, they put me on this thing. This is an insulin pump. I can make sure everybody sees it. It's like $8,000. Artificial pancreas. The best they make it look like is a pager, though, right? Like, every time I eat dinner, it looks like I'm selling drugs in the 90s and shit. Like I'm on The Wire. Yeah, you tell me I can just take 2 pills? Yeah, give me AIDS, God. That's all I'm saying. Look, I know this is dark, but I'm gonna keep going. HIV even has a better spokesperson, right? Who do they have? Magic Johnson, that's right, dude. No one's ever got that wrong. No one. They know who it is, dude. He's the guy. And let's talk about Magic, dude. All-time NBA greats. Some of the best Laker teams ever, right? Co-founded Starbucks. He's a billionaire. He's still alive, right? Magic is killing it. Who does diabetes have? What was that, sir? Wilford Brimley from Cocoon fame. The guy from Price is Right commercials, right? Always dressed up like a cowboy, not doing cowboy shit, obviously. Just mad at the camera for no reason. No, my name's Wilford Brimley, and I have diabetes. It's like, diabetes, dog? You can't even say the word right, bro? We're supposed to get respected? Yeah, right, bro. And he's dead. Did you know that? He died 3 years ago. I couldn't believe it. I thought he died decades ago. Fuck him. I'm glad he's dead. Made us look terrible, man. Plus, he was a type 2 diabetic. Yeah. I don't know if you guys know this, but type 1 and type 2 diabetics, we don't get down like that, you know? We're like warring factions. We're kind of like the Crips and the Bloods. Or more like the Blood Sugars and the Cripples, because some of us don't have feet and shit. But we're different gangs. That's all I gotta say, dude. Type 2, bigger gang. Yeah. 37.5 million type 2 diabetics in the United States, man. That's crazy. That's like 10% of the country. Wild. Easy gang to join. You ain't gotta do shit, man. Just hang out. Yeah. Type 1 diabetics, that's different though, man, because the streets chose us. That's right. We've been shooting insulin since day one. And we're gonna do that for the rest of our life. T1 for life. Vatos locos, homes. Fucking type 2s, shooting Ozempic, trying to quit the gang like some pussies, man. Fuck y'all, man. All right, this is dark. I will move on. I don't want to end it on that, so how about that? I'll tell one more story and I'll get out of here. Is that cool, guys? All right. Okay. So like I said, I live with my kids, I live with my girlfriend. We all live together. One night a few years ago, my girlfriend made dinner, and she went upstairs to get my oldest son, let him know it's time to eat. But like rookie mistake, she just opened the door to a 15-year-old boy's room. No knock. And I just hear a, "Get out of here!" Fucking door slam. She comes downstairs. She's like, "Oof. Hot dogs was probably an awkward choice for dinner, huh?" Oh shit, what? What do you mean? She goes, "Well, I just caught your son upstairs taking care of those allergies." I can tell he's embarrassed. You should probably go talk to him, right? So I go upstairs, knock on the door, wait 5 seconds like you're supposed to. Walk in, I was like, "Hey, son, heard what happened. Everybody's talking about it downstairs." "Look, buddy, I know you're embarrassed, okay? That's okay. It's okay. You're gonna feel a lot of emotions when you do these things. Like, it's a weird life, right? Sometimes you'll be jealous. Sometimes you'll feel guilty, shamed about what you're looking at. Like, how did I find this link? Or why do I like this? You know, all these emotions are gonna be there, right? Now you're embarrassed. So why don't I tell you about my worst masturbation experience? Maybe that'll help you put tonight in perspective, okay? Okay. It was Michigan, 2004. Huge blackout one summer, okay? Took out the whole state for 7 days. Now, at this point, I'm pretty young, so I'm horny all the time, but I don't have a girlfriend. There's no internet right now. I can't play any DVDs. It's too dark to read any magazines. But my imagination is shot. I have to go to sleep. I have work in the morning. They have a generator. What am I going to do? And like God heard me struggling. My neighbor starts moaning upstairs, okay? Yeah, starts out okay. It's like, "Oh, oh, oh." Then it started getting like deeper. Then I was like, "Oh, oh, oh, for 45 minutes. I was like, "Man, this guy's putting work in. All right, this is weird. This is weird, but I can do this." So I concentrate. I get the job done. I go to sleep. Wake up the next day to go to work. As soon as I step outside, who do I see sitting on the stairs crying? It's my neighbor, right? Now, at this point, I feel like we have a connection. So I walk up to her, I'm like, "Hey, what's the matter? You okay? You doing, what's wrong? Can I help you with anything?" And she goes, no, that's okay. There's nothing you can help me with, I'm sorry. It was a hard night. And I was thinking like, yeah, it sounded fucked up. I don't know how you're not icing your pussy right now. But she goes, "No, I was at a party with some friends last night. It was a blackout themed party, and I was, getting a little drunk, and my friend decided she wanted to drop me off. And when I got home, I opened the door, and as soon as I did, I found my mom on the ground. Apparently, she tripped over a coffee table in the dark and broke her hip. She was just in pain by herself all night. So I was like, oh, dear God, no! No! Are you just telling me that I just masturbated to a dying old woman, dog? Twice? Yeah. Yeah. I did, son. And then I worked a shift at Little Caesars like nothing happens. All right. I know that's probably not going to help you in any way, but go wash your dirty ass hands. We're having hot dogs. All right, guys, it's been my time. I've been Greg Beachler. Thanks for coming out.